Yeah, every once in a while it does the thing, but that's so weird. And if I even like purposely log myself back out, that doesn't like make me. Okay, let's do that. Let's also go up here. Yeah, it thinks that I'm logged out, so it does not believe that I'm logged in. I don't know. I'm confused. Confused is me. I wonder if I should just ignore it. I'm a little bit worried that like this is something that's going to start happening in production, but maybe not. So, okay, let's say I log in now. Are you going to work? Okay, so it redirected me back here. And I got a temporary access token. So we got that. I'm not marked as logged in though. That's interesting. Why did that not log me in? Okay, so an auth redirect. So we got to here. So we saw the auth redirect. I then want to run login from redirect. Okay, so we grab the URL, which we know that we have because we saw that printed out. And I just return. Right, okay, so we're returning early. So what I want to do, we need to see where we get in the case that we return early from this. I'm a little bit worried that I'm not getting all the way to the end and returning. Oh, this doesn't return anything at all. This has a dispatch, then updates the state. Okay. It updates the state. I'm not doing anything which would cause a redirect loop because it only happens once. We know it's going there because we put it on really slow internet, and that actually sends us there. So that's good. It sends us back, and maybe something is... Okay, so I'm not getting any of these errors, but that doesn't mean we're not getting to this code. Maybe we're getting somewhere else. So let's try throwing in some errors here. So we'll do a log. Okay, so missing Okay, so now we're loading the save state cookie. So oh, maybe that's what we're missing. If let error equals that, okay, so then this logs error out. Okay, and then we set that. So I'm curious now if we're going to get any of these errors. Okay, I assume it ran. No errors. Probably shouldn't assume that it ran. Oh no, it didn't start rebuilding. Okay. Maybe it didn't. Sometimes I get confused about like whether or not trunk is actually working. Okay, nothing in there. There were no errors. So now I'm curious. Login from redirect. Okay, let's handle. That one I already have? No. Not clicked. Not run. Okay. About to check if we were previously logged in. We also auth redirect. We don't get that. We get this. About to check if we were previously logged in, and we have login from refresh. From refresh. And now we're just getting localhost. When I click this and it just does that, it's like a refresh. But we know Do we know? Because like maybe we got lucky that one time. Like that actually sends me out there. That sends me out. Let's see. Adam, is it hard to code web with Rust? Yes and no at the same time. If you're familiar with React, then it's not really all that hard to code with Rust, but you also have to know Rust. So if you know both, it's not too bad at all. I think like the biggest things are like that I'm running into is this here, which I don't know if it's a Rust problem or if it's a weird local host problem with, I guess I wouldn't even say Firefox, like just like a weird localhost thing with Auth0. Okay, now you're just not loading at all. I want to use that. No throttling. And that always sends it out, or at least, yeah, this actually just sends me to it. It doesn't redirect. It's waiting for Sentry. Sentry is the slowest thing here. So me adding in Sentry screws really low bandwidth, which kind of sucks. And that's just working every time. There, okay. Regular 2G. Okay, so when regular 2G, we were able to recreate the problem. I was not able to recreate the problem on GPRS, which is like the slowest internet I can pretend to be. Come on, you can do it. Come back. Oh, now my CDN is not happy with me. Now that's what's causing it to delay. What is, okay, are you working out here? Yeah, production's working. That still does the thing it's supposed to do. I don't know. I feel like I've done something wrong, but I can't prove anything. This is like the hardest part of web development is just like there's so many different things working together to try to do stuff, and I don't know what's going on. It's like loading the title. It was working. Okay, so the CDN is sitting here forever. Can I get the waterfall? I can't tell what it's stuck on. It's a 304. So not modified for the document, the HTML document. Everything is cached. Nothing transferred. Okay. You're all done. And yet you're telling me that you're still transferring data from JS Sentry CDN. It's Sentry. Why would you do this to me? Okay. That is not how HTML works. Okay, so we're going to take you down. And let's see. Lloyd, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing today? And how was your stream? Okay, now what? I'm not persisting the logs. Why? JSDeliver.net? Now it's a favicon? Okay, now you just work like that. Okay, great. Oh, the browser is not happy with me. But we still get that, which is cool. It's really cool. I can't see the redirects that's happening through the network tab, which would be really cool if I could see like the URL it hit back at us. Maybe I can. Let's persist the logs. Okay, so you went to authorize with this. That loaded in 174 milliseconds. It failed to go to login. That failed. Okay. That's giving us something. Okay, so you're going to create a random state. We're going to save a cookie. And then this is, okay, so we have our auth0 domain, authorize, which I think is the one we want to do. Response type, token, client ID, redirect URI, auth redirect URI. Okay, localhost 8082, auth redirect. Okay, and the state equals state, scope, OpenID, profile, email, audience. Okay. That seems right. It's not going to go into login from refresh because something is going wrong with the login. This went to file login, which that is weird. with my random state. Yeah, okay. Oh, it redirected itself to here. And then that failed for some reason. It got blocked. Wait, why did that get blocked? Auth0, universal login blocked. I guess like without any params. Make sure that the logout redirect URL is different from the login callback URL. My logout redirect is just going to, oh, okay. So what if this was set to like that? That did not try to go to like test. I was trying to set it to see if it went there. Now this one, I'm here and it stays. If I hit refresh, it doesn't just immediately send me out. That's my state. Okay, so all I have here is the state now. I have persisted logs. That's correct. You're right. It might be something else down here. Yeah, okay, so here's the get to you. And that's, so login gives me this. Huh, it did, oh, I'm persisting the logs, which makes it harder to see. So I had multiple, okay, yeah. So get to authorize, which is where I'm trying to go to. Huh, this has no information. There's no headers for the request. It just failed. There's like nothing. What happened? Is Auth0 having troubles? I mean, all systems operational. They haven't had anything up recently, but Well, they don't think that anything is going on recently. Dia the Code, hello. How are you doing today? I'm doing pretty good. Except for this like Auth0 weird login thing not working the way I want to. Doing okay? Excellent. That's good to hear. Mr. Justin Theory, hello. How are you? No, we're using, it would be weird to use HTMLX with you. I don't really understand why I would need HTMLX with you. I could imagine using HTMLX with like Axum, but no, we're using just you on its own. Okay, that time I got a 302. 302 redirect to send me to this. It had the appropriate headers in it and the appropriate, like the random state that we created. Transferred 0 bytes in size, strict origin when cross origin. HTMLX is good for. Wait. I was thinking HTMX. Sorry. HTMX is the project that does that. What is HTMLX? I forget what that is. Okay, so let's say I remove the web origins. Oh, okay. So cross origin verification fallback. Okay, so if I put localhost on there, that just sometimes works and sometimes doesn't, just like it was before. HTMX. I mean, HTMX is just normal HTML these days, right? Oh, no, it isn't. Is that a framework? Yeah, no, I don't need any of these things like this because I'm using a front-end framework. And whenever you use a front-end framework like Yew or React, it gives that all to you for free too. So it's pretty much the same. HTMX just might be a little bit later. You're good. You're new with Rust. You've used Svelte with Tori, using Rocket together with Rust somehow. Nice. Excellent. Congratulations. That sounds awesome. Okay, so I have allowed cross origin. Yeah. Also, hello, stacking. That would be putting a framework inside of a framework. Yeah, exactly. Okay, I don't know what I did. And I don't think that this is, okay, that time it just works. That time it doesn't. I don't get it, but I think it's okay. Maybe. All right. So if we just have login or sign up like that, except the problem now is that when I do try to log in, so let's wait until we actually can, and I'll try logging in again. You send me down to there, and then in the console, save state doesn't match URL state. Okay, that's good to know. Which is also really interesting. So the state we have in here is not very long. What did I send? My state is right now my state is tcdn. Okay. Oh no, that's the problem. It got reset here. Okay. I need to override that. That was the reason why I created a separate page for it. That's the reason I created a separate page for it. So we need to rethink how to store my state. So every time that I log in again, it overrides the state and saves it. The problem being that what happens if I'm checking the previous state as it's coming in? That's kind of a problem. So I need to check all that stuff before I recreate the URL for logging in. That's a thing. You feel safe using Rust as a backend as a beginner. If I would use something else, then I would get billions of vulnerabilities to your beginner mistakes. Maybe, yeah, it's possible. Although if you're using sort of like higher level stuff where you're not trying to be clever with memory, I don't know how many, like, I don't know if you'd really get that many vulnerabilities, or like, because like we could still have vulnerabilities in Rust. I think like the biggest ones that we run into are often just from the libraries that we're using. Like they're going to inject a lot of vulnerabilities for us. Like you have to constantly keep them up to date now, which is not fun. But yeah, in general speaking, like memory safety, absolutely, definitely protects us from that. Okay, so we now know what the problem is. Well, I don't know about the reload problem. That might be something else altogether. But in app here, whenever I call this function, auth login URL, the problem is that the cookie, it stores a new cookie, and I need to make sure that we're not trying to load here. Yeah, so we want to check if we were previously logged in. We want to log in from refresh. My login from redirect, I should should check my URL. Which, do I get that here? I will not get that here because browser router is out here. So I'd have to manually check. Can I get the cookie if it's been expired? When does this cookie expire? Monday, March 8th. I think it's like 19, so 1 hour, 1.5 hours. Oh, but that's the other problem is like, what if you come here and you leave it on here, then the sign up will be odd and that won't work either. I hate this, but I think what I need to do is override the default behavior of clicking on this to create the link and do that for us and then redirect us. I think that's what I need to do, which kind of sucks. And I'm not happy with that. Yeah, so I mean, I guess like a big part of it is Auth0 has created a whole bunch of libraries and packages that you can use, but obviously they don't have one for you yet. They have ones for, you know, Vue, React, Angular, other languages, other frameworks, and they're great. They work really good, and they handle all this stuff for me by default. So I'm pretty sure they do that stuff. They override when you click. So that's what I need to do too then. So in our nav bar, I don't even need it to be a link then, unfortunately. It just needs to look like a link. It can go anywhere. Which makes me think that this should be a button. Is using a button to navigate the browser is really bad for let's see. Button to redirect browser window. It's not screen reader, it's like A11Y. Okay, so I can maybe make a role for the button. see, the Ally project has a checklist. There's a Medium post from Sean Elliott, ally to button or link, which one to use. Okay, that's really big. Use the button element for buttons. Okay, that's fine. Identify links that open in a new tab or window. Use the A element for links. Okay. Links should always have an href attribute, even when used in single page applications. Without an href attribute, okay. Can I can have the href in there. So if I just say login URI and I need to make this like something real, but I need it to not be real, if that makes sense. Like I don't think I want to go to slash, but maybe I do. So if we just set that there, you're now just going to come back to here. Now what I need to do is see in the nav bar, can I get a click handler? It's an external link. I want to go to nav bar. So we have the login URI. Actually, what if we just get rid of that? Get rid of the login URI. And we're going to have a pub login clicked. Callback, and I don't have to hand you anything because I know you're just doing that. Okay. Okay, so we just go to there. We don't need a login URI anymore. So you're happy here. If I resave you, you're going to be very unhappy. Okay, so now we recompile and you're happy, sort of. And this is now okay, so we have login clicked. So I need to create an event handler for this. So now I'm going to take an event and I just want to move in that, and we're going to call it. So on login click, emit nothing. Okay, now we have login on click that we're going to use down here. Okay. So some unused variables, but that's okay. So now I want you to have handle login click. So I don't care what this is at all, because we just know that if we get this, it is what it is. So I want, we'll just do a glue console right now. So all right, what did I call this again? This is on login underscore click. Okay, so we successfully compile, which means now it does the redirect. Oh, why do you not know what you are? An on click on a type should know what it is. Yeah, so like on click. Oh, because it's a BB. Okay, hold on. BB link has just on click, which does nothing. Prevent default. That's what I want. Prevent default. Okay. Mark that as true. There. Okay, so we're no longer, we now have, okay, clicking login link. Excellent. So I don't need you anymore. Now what I need is to create the login URL, like create the login URL properly. So, all right. Okay, so if you fail right now, we'll just console log it, but I eventually need to like report something to the screen. Whoa, what did I do? I was hitting return instead of down arrow. That's cool. Uh-oh, why are you upset? Unexpected semicolon. Oh, that's because I'm within the match. That's why. Still expected semicolon. Because here. Okay, so we get the login URL. Match arms have incompatible types. Oh, because I want to do an early return. I want to bail essentially. Dynamite, hello. How are you doing today? What did I do with the other one? I did this. Oh, then I just get, oh, okay. Let's just grab you. I'll just cheat. That's fine. Everybody loves cheating in web development. Okay, or maybe not. Mismatch types, expected a vnode, found nothing. Okay, I'm not returning you. What? Let's see. Oh, because you need dispatch. So I'm missing a bunch of stuff. Returning. Oh, this returns HTML. I don't need to do that. Okay, you are incompatible types because you're returning something. Oh, I guess what it could return, you're returning a string, right? I could just return convert that into the appropriate string type. So we need to move. It's dispatch. It's missing dispatch, so I need that. Okay, so I have dispatch. Okay, so we have dispatch actually. Perfect. So I can clone you in here. Okay, so that moves in. Why can't I move into you? Wait, where did I put that dispatch? I put you here. This closure only implements fn once. Okay, that's fine. Expected closure implements the function trait, but this closure only implements fn once because it will only be used once because I moved that in there. Can I, okay, so can I not do this? It's this thing. That's the entire problem. Ooh, what's your problem? Ooh, borrow move value. I was really hoping that it'd be happy and like, no, we're totally going to clone that multiple times. It'll be fine. But okay, so main store error alert. I don't know how to do that properly right now from this. I'm might have to figure something else out with the callback. Oh, I could probably do a callback. There's other callbacks. Oh, none of those. I think I can grab a dispatch and like create one dynamically every single time in here. But that doesn't seem great. Okay, but that gives me callback from. Oh, ad break just started. Sorry about that. I didn't notice it coming up. Then we're going to. So I have the login URL, and now I want to redirect. I need to send us over there. So we're going to do a glue utils window location set href and expect okay, expected to stir found iString. Can I deref you or something to get you out? Oh, as stir. Perfect. Okay. So this sends me to slash, but as soon as I click it, it eventually sends me here. And now it works. Now I'm able to log in properly. Okay, cool. So that works now. Great, excellent. Glad we spent a whole bunch of time on that. I'm curious whether or not this will just work first time if I bring it up. Now I have a bunch of logs. Let's delete those. Okay, no more glue console logs. So I guess I can also search for log. But there's none of them, it looks like. Okay, so we save you. I want to move .env to .env dev. And we prod it to .env. Just found this, no idea how much that boilerplate takes care of it. You OAuth 2. Yeah, I guess like the only problem is that this isn't really OAuth 2, unfortunately. Or at least it's close, but not exactly what it is. They can do OAuth 2 behind the scenes. But maybe they'll have something for Auth 0. That would be nice. Okay, so I need to resave you. First of all, quit trunk, restart trunk. Is that enough for this? No, we're back onto this thing again. I have to resave. I'm still confused about like what causes trunk to start using the new URLs. Wonder if I can just grab it. I just make a code change like that. No. Why you do this? Why do you make it so hard for me to connect to the right thing? This is the correct stuff, right? Oh, no, it isn't. Cool. That would explain that. Okay, you're there, you're there, you're there, you're there. Okay, so you need to be updated. Okay, so we got that. That's, I have 4 exclamation points. You haven't updated. Ricardo, hello. Do the same with Leptos. I've checked out Leptos a little bit. I want to check it out a little bit more. I'll probably eventually build something with it. I don't know what yet. I'm probably not just going to build this thing with it. Like at least right away. I would wait to build this. I would probably wait for Leptos to go 1.0. Okay. I don't need the full URL there. Okay, do I need that? That was it. Okay. That updated you. That's great. So now I can remove you. Okay, so you're good to go. I want to now send you on up. We'll sync. Create the invalidation. There it goes. Okay, so now we have our login or sign up. So if I click that, it takes me here. There we go. I'm logged in now. I can do all the things that I normally can do. Because I'm logged in, I'm an author. It actually sees that. That's great. And now I can log out again, and we're good to go. Let's see. Okay. Mr. Justin Theory, I get to hear that there is no point in making a backend with a low-level language like C, so I'm trying to justify why I would do that with the low-level language Rust. A backend in Rust for super high security and sensitive information like government stuff or space aliens, then you can understand. So I guess one of the like there's a lot of questions that we have to ask, right? Like for determining what technology to use. And I don't know why. I guess like when somebody says there's no point in making a backend with a low level in C, I kind of have to wonder, what is their point of view? What is a context? Like, are they assuming like a specific context? If it's a very simple app in which speed is not a concern, and then sure, yeah, there's no point in it, but like there's no point in not doing that too. Because any language can work. Like any language can work just as well as any other if it's just like a simple app. If you're trying to make it really fast, or if you want like a really like, okay, so if you want like to be as fast as possible, faster than anything else, and you need to eke out all of those milliseconds, even microseconds, then any of the low level languages like, or any of the systems languages like C, C++, Rust, those would be good. If we're talking about running with, let's see, if we're talking about memory safety issues, then yeah, using a memory safe language would be the best to go with. If you want both memory safe and speed, then Rust was an excellent choice for that. But yeah, I disagree with a theory that some people say like just it's not, there's no point in it, because there's always a point at some point in time. There's always a reason. Nobody just does something in a business just because, you know, they thought it would be stupid and wreck the business. Like, they always think that is the best choice for them in their situation. Does that make sense? All right. And then the last thing, because I'm done with that, I kind of want to remove the page, but I'm also really tired and it's after 2. So I've been streaming for over 6 hours. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to mark this as done yet. Instead, what I'm going to do is add in, edit you, edit. Remove the login page. There. Now, we'll remove the login page next time as we're working on this. All right, awesome. I am mentally tired. My brain hurts. So I need to go grab actual like lunch because I haven't, the only thing I've really eaten is that breakfast smoothie we had earlier. So looking at that, there's a decent number of us here. Can I see? Let's see, I'm not logged into Twitch on this browser. That sucks. Hold on. Let me. Oh, okay. None of these things actually show me what they're working on. Okay, so we have somebody working on VPN, or they're using a VPN. Somebody's making a game. Actually, everybody is making a game. So Soding is doing something in Ada. Keybind is programming in Go. We can Keybind has the lowest number of viewers right now at 40 something. So let's go ahead and raid. Keybind's not even in the list here. That's weird. Oh, there it is. Keybind. And let's see. Keybind is working on Golang all day. Software and game development. Hard to tell. So something with Go. Anyways, everybody, I am going to set up this raid. Unfortunately, it's only on Twitch. We can't raid on YouTube yet. So everybody, I will be back tomorrow morning at around 8 a.m. Mountain Time to work more on this project. So we're going to hopefully get the rest of this ticket done. So with that, I hope that you all have a great rest of your Monday, and I will see you next time. Thanks, and bye. All right, and that is everybody off on YouTube, Twitch. So YouTube, I will see you next time too. Bye.